After looking at it from the perspective of the white man's imperfect science, pseudoscience, and the truth with spirituality and religion, it is impossible for even the casual observer to miss that the darkness surrounding the white man comes from his nature, and the darkness in the black man's behavior is a result of the white man's nurture. You people think that accepting the white man's culture is a small price to pay. That is your problem. That is why the house nigga and the true martial artist will never see eye to eye. It is not a small price to pay. Doing the white man's bidding is not a small price to pay. You are the people who believe in gaining the world and losing your soul. Yet, in the end, you lose your soul for a bootlicker's pittance. So saith the top martial artist, and the man who your daughters should admire. All of your daughters, all single women my age should have admired. Let's not forget that. You cheated me out of my rightful place. And forever, that will haunt you and your descendants. No matter how you try to cover it up, it will haunt you. The beef is only squashed on the level of, I'm going to stop calling you people's names. But since you're going to take actions and pretend like you're innocent and do everything behind the scenes, you're going to look bad. You better believe that. And the more you persist to cheat me out of my rightful place, I promise you, you will pay more and more and more. Your reputations will never recover. My life is a small price to pay for the permanent damage I will inflict on your secret societies and reputations, on your philosophies and schools of thought. I don't give a shit about my future. I am focused on your demise. We'll make our beds and we lay in them. The problem is many of you have plotted together to get the most attractive black women to lay in that bed with you. You've convinced them that to lay in your luxurious, bourgeoisie and up bed is so worth it. Security. The white man takes care of us. We take care of our own. Oh, I know how it goes. I know. And my bed is very simple, in the middle of nowhere. I made it. I made it to walk the higher path. And I've tried to convince the most attractive of women, those I'm capable of falling in love with, those that God have set aside for me, naturally. Suitable helpers. Not women for peasants and cowards. A woman worthy of a fucking transcendent hero. You treated me out of that too. So while you lay with your Babylonian harlot, who's too blind to see that she lays with a wounded, soulless sheep that has no shepherd, nothing but darkness and materialism as their bootlicker's pittance. As you all lay in your beds, you harlots, you traitors, all you who betray righteous men and cheat them out of their places, all you who are drunk on the bloods of the saints, how on the blood of the saints, all of you who are drunk on the riches you have cheated me out of, all you who indulge in the money you cheated my family out of, all you people, whatever demographic you are, all you cowards that hid and were afraid to face me in the light, then tried to deny the significance of my might, all you made your fucking bed. And those of us who are in accord with nature and God, we will never be okay with you. You may domesticate animals and people, but some of us still belong to nature and God. And we will always defy you. Resist, defy, transcend. And any woman that doesn't respect Chukwuemeka isn't worthy to be in your presence or to be treated like a lady. There's no way around it. Anyone who doesn't respect me and my philosophy, any woman that didn't admire me, shun them, scorn them, leave them to the bootlicking cowards. Our kingdom is not of this world. Let Caesar and his bootlicking fucking servants have their stupid harlots who weren't smart enough to carry their cross. So saith the top martial artist that they hid from and only wish to argue with words instead of tradition and action. Horus the Protector is dead. You all killed him. No other race could have done it. Without love, there's nothing to protect. It's just like the death of Osiris. These things can die. And when they die, they only exist in the afterlife. You know, for those who stay true to these ideas. There is such a thing as there being no more Horus in his true form on the planet, just the remnants, just little signs that he used to exist in spirit, in the spiritual realm, you know, animating people, influencing their behavior and whatnot. Without love, there's nothing to protect. I don't care how much people are getting paid. I don't care how ignorant people were to what's going on. You know, at the end of the day, all my life, before the gang stalking even, you know, all you black women, gorgeous, you super bad ones, you know, who always go for the rich guys and, you know, and oh, you're so petty, right? And I'm supposed to protect you. You know, now you've made it so that you are receiving your just recompense for your iniquity. And you don't even see it. Yes, you've been conditioned to be like that. But, you know, it's like there's a lot of people also telling you the truth. You know, it's pretty much there's a devil on one shoulder and an angel on the other. You all chose the devil. How many churches are there? How many black churches are there? How many people like me are there that talk to you about God? You people made your bed. Yeah, they're white devils. We are the most spiritual race, and you let a bunch of fucking devils with their technology turn you against me. And now you can protect your fucking selves. But I will tell you this. Their blood shall be spilled. I have seen it in a dream. And for those of you who aren't black, not necessarily by me, here is the story of Umfunda and Nati. Nati was a warlord who denied people everything that was customary. In fact, it's funny how women used to stand up for their rights, their traditional rights, and their traditional roles during the women's war in Nigeria, but how they neglect man's traditional role. And over time, when they are analyzing, well, what traditions are beneficial for corporate America, and what helped, the white devils do what they're trying to do. Of course, feminism came up with it, right? So when Nati denied Mfunda his rightful place, women did not stand with him. In fact, they went with the warlord, and they stripped him of everything that he would have had, figuratively, as if, it's like he knows he's going to have it growing up, and then it's stripped from him by a warlord who knows nothing about morality and knows only capitalism, fear, greed, and Americanism. At the end of the story, Nati's parents commit suicide, and he goes out and he rapes and kills every one of those women and kills all the best men. Umfunda's parents committed suicide. Is that what I said? Anyway, he goes out and kills all the men, the best men, and then finally kills Nati in the end. Now, this story is a made-up story. Okay? It's about a lesson to be learned. Let's talk morality here. Okay? Let's separate ourselves from my story for a second. so we can put in a way that we're a little bit detached from. Knowing who represents who, you know, you're going to play stupid about it, right? Absolutely, right? They're going to say stupid shit. Like, the story is very simple. It is that simple. There's no, well, all Nadi was trying to do was, no. Nadi, a capitalist fucking lying scumbag, and Umfunda was in the fucking right. That is not up for debate here. Okay? It's the same fucking thing. You know? I gotta tell you, a bunch of gang members, Satanists, and fucking assorted criminals are wrong, and a true uncontrolled revolutionary is in the right. I gotta tell you, I'm more intelligent and wise, and I know what's best for society more than they do. I really gotta explain that to you? I mean, come on. Come on. Anyway, make a long story short, Umfunda was fucking right. No matter how you slice it. And that is what all of you black women who are attractive, within 100 miles, deserve, who are my age, especially single, and unless you are married to a very, very good man. Not a house nigga Mason, not some bitch-ass cop or military pussy, you know, not some intelligent fucking scum, not some gang-stalking filth, you know, not some secret society fucking college faggot, you know, not no spiritual bona fide, you know. Unless you're married to an exceptional man, you're a fucking traitor to God. You're a fucking scumbag. I don't care if you don't even know what a Nigerian is, much less ever even heard who I am. Okay? I don't care if you don't even know what martial arts are. You're a fucking traitor. You're not really black. You've accepted white culture. Our culture is more sacred than our DNA. Our DNA, our genetic code changes. You know, our appearance changes in the course of our lifetimes. We preserve our culture and tradition, and you are fucking traitors who cry about, oh, we don't have the superficial women's fucking, you know, I forgot what it was about, but, you know, some superficial bitch shit. Oh, we don't get our superficial, you know, governing roles, you know, and that's our traditional roles, you know. You're quick to cry about that, which only came about from you crying about some other feminist bitch shit before that, okay? But when it comes to denying me my rightful place, when I have a billion times more heart than all of you put together, none of you have a problem with it. Because you're complex having scum who don't respect African culture. Don't you sit there. Don't you fucking sit there like you do. These people are willing to fight a race war every other race was willing. Instead of simply saying, you know what, this guy made his challenge. He made his case better than you made yours. Okay? Accept it. He outsmarted you. He's right. He's more skilled. They dishonored themselves saying stupid shit like, well, we just want him to do things in a way that's fair. Stop trying to sell your white supremacy and your pissant bullshit. Okay? Your cute little tricks don't fly. It's not a coincidence that most of the people who accept my challenge were black. How many of you really think that's a coincidence? Or are you starting to see what I mean by they fucking hid? While we're brave. Look, if you're a black martial artist, my nigga, look, I swear to God, this is honestly what I believe and honestly how I feel. Okay, these niggas is cowards, homie. They're cowards. Don't take them seriously. I mean, can you imagine the logic of inferior races whose argument is this 6'5" black guy who can do 15 hits from his boxing range, which is over twice our trapping range, and we can't even do 10 hits in 1.2 seconds from our trapping range. He can do 15 with gloves on from his boxing range. Okay? Their argument is that they don't take him seriously. And the fucking Snoop Dogg skinny fucking under 5 foot pussy is to be taken seriously? The fat Hispanic is to be taken seriously? Like, really? Really? Like we wouldn't use our footwork the same way we do on the basketball court to outmaneuver and slice them open? Really? Like they'd be able to escape? We are the motherfuckers that run the Olympics. Okay? They wouldn't be able to, we would slaughter them and they couldn't retreat. Those fat fucks and those mini-me's with their short fucking, you know, stride, they wouldn't be able to escape. Not only they're not as good as we are, not as tough as we are, not as violent, not as aggressive, and all of America knows that, but they wouldn't even be able to retreat. But we're supposed to take you seriously. And not the guy who put $20,000 where his mouth is in the most common, traditional, and effective martial arts competition. I say nay. I say you're making me racist with your bullshit. That's what the fuck I